It may not be glamorous or exciting, and for that matter, neither am I, but providing you can transcribe 250 words a minute and have an impeccable attention to detail, there may be a courtroom willing to give you a job and pay you well for your services. If you take a few classes in transcription and pass a background check, do remember that, you probably have a pretty good chance of becoming a court reporter. Depending on the city of residence, court reporters can earn between $29,995 to over $104,000. That's not bad at all. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be going outside to hand them my dropout form from my university. Where is that dropout? Oh no, hang on. You don't get a form if you drop out of university because you haven't achieved anything. Seriously, kids, stay in school. I'm joking, of course, I'm overqualified. It's frankly ridiculous that I'm doing this. Anyway, the average annual wage, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics for power distributors and dispatchers, is $71,690. They have to coordinate, regulate, or distribute electricity or steam, and a degree isn't required as long as you have a high school diploma or the equivalent. Long-term on-the-job training is required, with the projected job openings through 2022 being 3,600. Pilots have several options. You can work for a commercial airline, you can work for a cargo airline, or you can just work for a corporation. Crucially though, you will still be flying a plane. That's kind of mandatory. The average annual salary for a pilot is between $73,000 and $110,000, but experienced pilots tend to make twice that amount. Salaries vary based on ratings, experience, and type of license, such as sports pilot license versus commercial or airline transport. The projected job openings through 2022 are 14,400. There's going to be a lot of new pilots in the world, providing we don't run out of oil, which is going to happen. Sorry. One thing that isn't going away anytime soon, however, is crime. And with an average annual wage of $74,000, you can work like agents on CSI and make it into a sustainable job. You just need a high school diploma or equivalent, with a job requiring one to conduct investigations related to suspected violations of federal, state, or local laws, and want to prevent and solve crimes. I mean, how hard can it be? It's just being a detective. And there's going to be 27,000 new detective jobs probably coming up between now and 2022. Probably more if I have my say. I think the world's going to be full of crime after I take over. Sorry, it's just a side effect. It's not a plan. It's just going to happen. Nuclear power reactor operators require a high school diploma or equivalent to generate around $74,000 a year. You'll be moving control rods, starting and stopping equipment, monitoring things, adjusting controls, and recording data in logs. The job naturally does pose a huge risk if you mess something up, but hey, you don't need a degree, and Homer Simpson did it, didn't he? I mean, he was a fictional character, but still, how hard can it be? It's probably easy. This is a bit surprising, but according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, you can now make around $76,000 a year just installing elevators, or fixing them, or maintaining them. I mean, that's sort of surprising, but considering how many elevators I've seen that have broken over the years, yeah, there's definitely a lot of money to be made in repairs. You surprisingly don't need a degree to become a radiation therapist. You must have a 2-year associate's degree or a certificate in radiation therapy, but they don't need a standard 3 to 4 year college degree, which is kind of mad actually, because it's basically firing huge amounts of X-ray radiation at people. The job requires you to use radiation to target cancer cells in patients, observe patients' reactions to the treatment, and document the session. They're paid in accordance with the importance and detail-oriented nature of their work. Radiation therapists can earn as much as $116,000 a year, with the average being $77,000. Obviously, though, it is quite an unpleasant and stressful job. If you've worked in construction for a few years, you may be ready to step up to the role of construction manager. Congratulations! We're going to make you the manager of, what are we making? A building. Congratulations. Managers need to be on call most of the time in case of any emergencies or delays, but again, you don't need a degree, apparently. Construction companies frequently promote from within, seeing as managers are required to have a strong knowledge of the company's core values and policies. The salaries range between $41,000 up to $130,000. So you don't need a degree, but you need to be really good. You need to be really good for potentially quite a long time. But still, if you really, really want to manage constructions, then this sounds like a dream come true. With a huge projected job opening figure through 2022 of 29,000 new jobs, the average wage for transportation, storage and distribution managers is $81,000. You just need a high school diploma, and the job entails planning, directing and coordinating transportation, storage or distribution activities in accordance with organisational policies and applicable government laws or regulations. And if you manage to listen to what I just said without falling asleep, then congratulations, you might be somebody who can do this job, because I know that I sure as hell couldn't. Air traffic controllers have to take multiple tests, participate in pre-employment medical screenings, submit to background examinations, and take classes. But you only need an associate's degree, not a bachelor's degree. Apparently, bachelor's degree has nothing to do with how much of a gentleman you are, or the state of your flat. The job requires you to monitor and direct the movement of aircraft. How difficult can that be? The median annual wages of an air traffic controller are the highest of any occupation, in which workers typically do not need a bachelor's degree, with an average take-home of $122,000 per year. They could eventually command large salaries up to $160,000, but the job itself is stressful. However, as air traffic controllers are responsible for maintaining the safety of thousands of people every day, I think it's probably a good job that it's stressful, because if you did it and you were quite relaxed all the time, maybe that could be a bit flippant. But seriously, kids, do stay in school. You won't regret it. I mean, you may end up neck deep in debt, but hey, at least you'll have a degree, and you may end up getting a job that doesn't actually require a degree, like me. But still, it's not a bad idea to try and stay in school, mainly because it helps you concentrate on things and teaches you that sometimes life isn't really easy. That's it. Good luck. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For more top 10 lists, be sure to subscribe by clicking on the button that you can see now.